Hi everybody, Carol here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a controlled swipe, or as Sandra Lett calls it, a swiping with intention. I'm starting with the background, which is burnt umber and bronze mixed with medium, but I am going to brush it on because I want to get wood-like striations in it using the brush. I'm not going to make you watch me do this whole thing, but you'll see what I mean as soon as it's covered. And then the close-up is after I've used a blow dryer on it to cause some crackling and texturing, which you'll see. There you go. So I actually had somebody ask me if this was wood, so I guess what my intention worked. So here we go. This is Prussian blue mixed with medium. I'll just go over the colors as we go. This is a deep turquoise mixed with white and some aqua flash. This is actually a lot of white with just a drop of blue-violet flash, blue flash, and purple flash in it. Just a drop. This is Liquitex magenta mixed with a little bit of blue flash. Then, of course, my white is my Saks True Flow Heavy Bodied White Acrylic mixed 1-to-1 with my medium. Maybe it's slightly thinner because it's technically my swipe color. So there you go. Right now I'm using my A.C. Moore card because A.C. Moore is now defunct. So this card now becomes a tool. So the whole idea of controlled swiping or swiping with intention is that, yes, it's abstract and it's going to leave an effect, but you're swiping with the intention of making it look like something, an object. And now I'm using, you can see my one of my favorite little palette knives to get what I want. There's no silicone in these colors, but I think the flash, especially metallics, seem to bring up some natural cells, which is really cool once I torched it. So you're seeing the same colors here. This is very sped up, as you can tell, because this would have been like 2.5 hours long if I didn't. So obviously I'm going for a flower petal, and you see cells appeared. I did torch in the middle there real quick, but I edited that out for time. So the medium I'm using for this is my go-to medium, which is 2 parts glue all to 1 part water. So it would be a cup of glue and half a cup of water. And that's just the right consistency for most things that I do. I'm using a very, very light touch. I really want to control the swipe, so you can't, for this kind of stuff, you just can't use something like a wet paper towel or a large piece of plastic or something. Now, you're going to see that I end up changing that up because I don't like the direction that petal went. If you don't like something, you gotta fix it. Here I am wiping some of it up. I will touch up the bronze and the brown later. And here you go. I'm just totally changing the direction of the petal. And it'll all work out because other things are going to cover up that boo-boo down there too. Now I've decided my first swipe I'm not happy with. I need to do a little refining. Okay, so now you're going to see me putting some dark down there, and I'm actually trying to represent the petal behind everything that's going the other direction. And of course, it needs to be a little bit darker to stand apart from the ones that are brighter, that are more in your face. It's always important when you're trying to make an object appear to be three-dimensional that you do highlighting and shadowing, even on an abstract piece like this. So that's why I've added a little more white on the front of these petals, because that would be the closest thing to you. And now, of course, I'm, as you can see, starting to do the bottom part of the flower after I touch this part up. And of course, this part's going to be a little darker because it's underneath the petals that are flopping over it. And I'm still using, this is the Prussian blue with a few other little colors as I highlight, but it's all from the same palette that I've shown you so far. The only other things I add is when I get to the stem and the leaves, I bring in two different greens. The dark one just being grass green and a little phthalo green mixed together, and the lighter one, the same thing, but a whole lot of white to just lighten it. And then I use the turquoise also. And eventually, when you see the final picture, I also used the Prussian blue to darken the stem some after everything was almost dry and I was touching up the gold and brown when I was finished. So I'm highlighting the stem, but I later decided it was just too bright, and that's why I ended up adding Prussian blue to the final piece, which you'll see. But right now, I'm just trying to make leaves, and I decide to do a little chain pull or bead pull with Mardi Gras beads for the leaves, just to see if I can get a little bit of jagged edge. It's not super prominent because there's a lot of paint there, so it's softer, but it did help make some of the veins of the leaves pop out, and then I just enhanced and touched that up. Also, I'm just putting white around the edges, and then I'm going to put the ball chain down there and do it again. And I'm just helping define some of the little veins that the chain helped bring out. So now I'm working on the last leaf. And I think it's coming out pretty cool. I'm not really trying to imitate any true flower in life. Let's just say this is an enchanted flower in my cosmic carol world. So I'm just about done here. I will take it down just for some quick photos that I've zoomed in, and then the final piece at the end of it almost completely dry. So if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share this video, check the description below for more information about the paints, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, and have a great day.